12 tournaments make up the Super Series, and this is event number 3 and the first ever Premier event in Europe. Of course, for the first time ever of the 12 Super Series tournaments, 5 have been promoted to the status of Premier. The Korean Open, which was the last of the Super Series events, now the All England, the first ever, as I say, in Europe. The Indonesian Open, the Danish Open, and the China Open as well. I'm Jill Clark, sitting alongside Ian Wright, and of course, Ian, we've got plenty to look forward to in this evening's play, quarterfinals evening, and it always creates a great atmosphere here in Birmingham.
Yes, we've got some great matches tonight, Jill. Crowd starting to build up. Looks as though, I know the ticket sales are very strong for tonight, so I think we'll get a good atmosphere to go along with some great badminton.
Well, talking of our lineup for this evening's play, we've got 5 matches for you, 5 quarterfinals, and what a lineup it is. We've got the former champions in the mixed doubles, in the men's doubles, Koo Kien Keat and Boon Heong up against the reigning Olympic champions Markis Kido and Hendra Setiawan. Then we've got mixed doubles and Tao and Tian, finalists in the last 2 Super Series events earlier this year, up against the pair from Thailand, Sukhet Prakamol and Sarali Thongtongkam. Then we've got women's doubles and the world number 1s, Chen Wen-sing and Chen Yu-chin of Taipei, trying to reach their first ever All England semi-final. Then women's singles and the Commonwealth Games gold medalist Saina Nehwal of India up against the Japanese star Euriko Hirose. And then the last of our 5 quarterfinals this evening, it's the reigning European champion Peter Gader up against Chen Long of China. Well, let's go down courtside and join our MC, Howard Bentham.
It's the Yonex All England Open Badminton Championships here at Birmingham's National Indoor Arena. It's quarterfinals day. Please welcome in the men's doubles, the number 5 seeds from Malaysia, Koo Kien Keat and Boon Heong.
The Malaysian superstars, Koo Kien Keat and Boon Heong, winners the first time they played the All England as a pair back in 2007. Number 1 seeds last year, but fell at the very first hurdle.
And their opponents from Indonesia, the number 4 seeds, Markis Kido and Hendra Setiawan.
The reigning Olympic champions, Markis Kido and Hendra Setiawan of Indonesia. Former world champions, of course, but this is the only major title that has eluded them so far. Ian Spear, the umpire for the first of our quarterfinals. And the service judge is Dave Hinton. And the court officials just conducting the toss of the coin. So what a way to get our evening's play. The former champions against the Olympic champions. Men's doubles, probably the most dynamic and exciting of all disciplines in badminton. So the left-hander, Boon Heong, and his partner, Koo Kien Keat, they're the number 5 seeds this year. They've got a world ranking of 5, having played 15 tournaments And as I say, they were the winners back in 2007, but last year as #1 seeds, they lost in the very first round to the Danish combination of Jonas Rasmussen and Lars Forsgaard, who of course went on to take the title. Now their win-loss record for the year translates into 2 semi-finals, the Korean Open and the German Open last week. And in both those tournaments, they lost to the Korean pairing of Jung Jae-sung and Lee Yong-dae. Well, the Malaysians, I can tell you, in the first round of the main draw had to play against qualifiers Vitaly Dorkin and Alexander Nikolaenko. 2 straight games, they won that match, and then yesterday against Chen Hongling and Lin Yulang of Taipei, won on their second match point in the second game, coming through 21-10, 22-20. So to the Olympic champions, both Markis Kido and Hendra Setiawan, 26 years of age, the #4 seeds this year, but not a very impressive win-loss record for the year. They won their first round match in Korea, despite the fact that they were the #3 seeds and expected to go through to the semi-final. They also played in the Super Series finals, left over from the Super Series of 2010, but played earlier this year, and they ended up 4th in that group. Well, they too have had tough first 2 matches, although both of those won in 2 straight games, but in the first round against the qualifiers, Chang Peng-soon and Lim Kim-hwa of Malaysia. 21-10, 25-23. In that second game, they had to save 3 game points. And then yesterday against Hashimoto and Hirata of Japan, much more comfortable. 21-14, 21-13. So there's Ian Spear, our umpire for this first quarter-final, and Dave Hinton, his service judge.
Marcus.
So the former champions from Malaysia, Koo Kien Keat and Tan Boon Heong, who won this title at their first attempt as a pair, winning in 2007. But my goodness, last year, what a disappointment for the Malaysians. The #1 seeds, of course, 12 months ago, but lost in the first round to Jonas Rasmussen and Lars Forsgaard of Denmark, who went on to take the title. Well, they're up against the reigning Olympic champions, former world champions, current Asian Games gold medalist Markis Kido
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hendra Setiawan.
on my right, Markis Kido, Hendra Setiawan, Indonesia. On my left, Koo Kien Keat, Tan Boon Heong, Malaysia. Koo Kien Keat to serve, to Markis Kido, level play.
Well, on paper, this should be an absolute classic match.
1 love.
2 of the most exciting, dynamic pairs in world badminton.
Server.
But as far as the Indonesians are concerned, this is the one major title that's eluded them so far. They are a pair, Ian, that struggled with their consistency of late. We can see both the Indonesians with strapping on their knees. They've had their injury problems, but their form does waver a little bit.
I think it'd be fair to say, Jill, that both pairs have had that problem this year so far. Both of these pairs have been quite inconsistent. Both of them, of course, have touched the top spot in the world rankings over the last 12 months, so they're actually a little bit on the slide, you would say, both of them in world ranking terms.
Well, of course, the last time that these 2 pairs met against each other was in the final of the Asian Games in Guangzhou. Of course, the Malaysians were the defending champions of that Asian Games title. They had Match points in that second game to retain their title. To convert, it really was a thrilling match. Both you and I watched that. There's the injury problem that's been so devastating of late. Hendra Setiawan.
3-4.
But he was saying before the tournament, Ian, that he's playing now without pain, so all that strapping is just precaution, I think, really.
Yes, there was some doubt. Apparently, at one point, he'd considered whether he was going to play 2 events because he's recently started a new mixed combination as well, and he's actually through to the quarter-finals in the mixed event as well. So he said in the end, his last couple of weeks, he's been pain-free and confident to come into the 2 events. So it's good to see him back.
Smash just long of that back line.
3. Service over.
Now, both these pairs do have a favoured formation, don't they? There's the left-hander who's got such a powerful smash. He likes to go to the back of the court as much as possible, allowing Koo Kien Keat to use his anticipation and speed at the front of the court. And likewise for the Indonesians, it's Hendra Setiawan's reading of the game at the front that is so devastating.
Yes, and certainly that epic final in the final of the Asian Championships, sorry, the Asian Games. That was the battle. That was the feature of the match. It was Koo against Setiawan. Who could get control of that front court? Who could create the opportunities in attack for their partners? And it was a tremendous battle and a great spectacle to watch.
Well, we always get a number of Malaysian fans here in Birmingham. Well along with the back line.
Service over. 7-6.
Oh, that's a super return of serve.
Service over.
Great use of the mid-court area, pushing the shuttle past the net player, making it land in front of the rear court player. It's an ideal tactic for doubles.
It is, and I think it's something we'll see quite a lot of tonight when Koo's serving, that they'll try and push past him to not let him take that third shot in the front court and get control of the front court.
Just as Setiawan did on that occasion.
8-7.
There's the interception, the third shot that you were talking about.
Yeah, very noticeable. They're already pushing past Koo, trying to put the pressure on Tan on the mid-court position below net height.
Oh, there's that powerful smash from Tan Boon Heong.
8-all.
Yeah, great angle. It's not just the power, Jill, it's the angle, it's the placement. That's what he's improved over the last sort of 18 months or so. He's always hit very hard, but now it's very well directed with much better angle.
9-8. Service over. 9-all.
The Indonesian players now competing independently of their national federation.
Service over. 10-9. Interval.
So the Malaysians to the mid-game interval with a 2-point advantage. And as so often in men's doubles nowadays, Ian, some of the rallies so short.
Yes, particularly in this match, I think it's quite normal that there's a lot of sort of feeling out of the serve and return and placement of the returns of serve. Both pairs, as you say, Jill, have got a favoured formation. Taken her, former English national men's doubles coach there, watching the Malaysian pair.
Itu aja yang dibenahin dulu ya. Itu cuma mulainya pelan, sama fokusnya jangan lupa.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Iya, cobain dulu aja.
As I say, they both look for this favoured formation, and sometimes when pairs are looking for that setup play. They take time to find their way tactically as to how they're going to work that out in different matches.
Well, the Malaysians taking all of their allotted time out.
11-9, play.
Yeah, that's nicely done.
12-9.
Yes, and that's what you can't do against Koo. That short return, he's so quick onto that. Great touch around the net. Always looking to dominate that area.
Oh! 13-9.
Lexi Manaki on the left, the Malaysian coach, of course, used to play as a player for Indonesia, former World Olympic champion and All England champion as well. Well, there's certainly more of the attacking play in favour of the pair from Malaysia.
14-10.
Yes, we've seen this on several occasions recently, the Indonesian pair starting quite slowly and quite passive. Not really looking to get in and compete on the net area at the moment. Happy to push through, and the Malaysian pair are able to take the attacking opportunities at the moment.
Oh, that's lovely. Wonderful defensive shot from Boon Heong,
15-10.
former world junior champion. Tan won that title back in 2004 with Koo Kien Keat. And once again, very short rally.
Service over. 11-15. Twelve, 15. Thirteen, 15.
It really is all a question at the moment is which pair can get on the attack, and whichever pair does so first is winning the rally. Oh, that's landed in.
Yeah, it's quite unusual for these days. We've not really seen any fast flat exchanges yet, both pairs. And sure, both pairs know the strengths of their opponents so well, and there's a lot of pushes to the mid-court, just probing play, trying to get the attack. This game's really not taken off yet.
That was clever placement once again on the defensive shot from the left-hander. Saw the gap deep in the backhand corner. There's the little hand signal to his partner, letting him know where he's going to serve to. Oh, that was a real missed opportunity from Hendra Setiawan.
18-14.
Yeah, it's very interesting, Jill. We've seen a lot of blocks so far in this game, and one of the features of the final in the Asian Games was the fast, flat play of both pairs, trying to dominate, push their opponents away from the net, drive them off the net. And here there's a lot more blocked play and pace-off play. And at the moment, it's the Indonesians that are struggling with the rhythm of that game.
4 straight points to take the Malaysians to within 2 points of this opening game. Yeah, that's a great interception. That's what Setiawan does best.
Yeah, classic combination. The smash from Kido in the rear court, setting up his partner in the forecourt. Great angle. Not trying to hit it too hard, making sure he brings it down steeply.
19.
And that's the danger for the Malaysian pair. If they do relax a little bit and start to use that drive in defence, Setiawan reads it so well, and that's 2 quick points when he gets in on that net position.
It's just a little change of pace on the smash there. Neither pair really being able to find the rhythm in any department really of their game, certainly on defensive play. Good interception.
Yes, this time it's the Malaysian pair getting into their favoured formation. 10 in the rear court. Koo quick to intercept on that mid-court.
So 3 game points to the Malaysians. That's one well saved. Good return of serve.
18-20.
Again, the Malaysians looking for that block to the net rather than put pace on, but this time it was a mistake.
And this time they convert, third time of asking. Opening game 21-19 to the former champions, Koo Kien Keat and Boon Heong. Coach is happy with that, and so they should be. So, confirmation of the opening game to Koo Kien Keat and Boon Heong, 21-19. Plenty of maps there.
Yes, and again, it's this Rexy favours this. He likes to concentrate on one player and tank him her who's talking to Koo. Yeah, if you see, it's the Malaysians that have created the most attacking opportunities. They've hit the most overhead winners. Very, very interesting from both players. Not one flick service, and that's very strange these days. And certainly for the Malaysians, in the last couple of times they've played this Indonesian pair, they've had a lot of success with the flick serve against Markis Kido.
Court 2, 20 seconds.
So the Malaysian coach is really very happy with their players. Rexy Manike getting very animated and encouraging his players on. 2-minute timeout. Copious notes being written.
Second game.
Yes, I think he'll be very happy with the first game, because I actually don't think Koo and Tan are anywhere near their top form in that first game, but they've won the set, and it's got to be a very positive thing. I think from the Indonesian perspective, they've got to be looking to put a little bit more pace into the game to find some rhythm, because at the moment they're making a lot of mistakes from below net height, from the push play and the block play of the Malaysian pair.
Yes, that's well taken. Great effort from the left-hander, Boon Heong, to reach out and take this one as early as possible. Very good play.
Yeah, but again, not great thinking from the Indonesians. Left-handed, they've played him enough times. Just pushing it up on his forehand side, that's always going to be dangerous.
1-2.
Well, when Setiawan starts reading things at the front of the court, he's really is one of the best in the world, if not the best in.
Yes, it was interesting there. Kido using a slightly flatter smash to encourage the flat return for Setiawan to take that interception.
sometimes I think that Markis Kido is a little bit lazy on defence. Is that a fair comment?
In defence, when there's no pace on the shuttle, he tends to get a little bit static. His feet tend to stop when there's pace in the game and pace in the rallies. He's hitting and he's moving, but when opponents take the pace off, he does struggle. He sometimes gets a little bit lost on the court. Now we're seeing it. Setiawan trying to put pace on, but his partner unable to cope in the net position. That's not the favoured position. Setiawan pace on, and we can see Kido's racket very low there, unable to react to the interception opportunity on the forecourt. Good angle from Tam. Getting onto the less favoured forehand wing in that centre defence position there. Making sure his partner's in good position on the net.
Yes, he's very laid back at the front of the court as Markis Kido. He doesn't seem to have the same threat. His racket down by his side there. And by the time he's got his racket up to intercept it, he's just too late onto it.
Absolutely right, Jill. Racket too low there, and Koo just pushing and probing, not over-committing on that net position. Just making sure he keeps the shuttle below net height.
7-2.
Oh, this is all going away from the Indonesians a little too quickly.
Thank you. Next point, please. Marcus.
But all credit to the Malaysians because they have made the big effort to take the shuttle as early as possible, looking for the opportunities, but not always pace.
No, I think it's the pace-off's been the key here, Jill, that they've been... The legs are working well, they're taking the shuttle early, but they're not forcing the play, they're blocking it off, being patient with the attack, and the Indonesians aren't coping with it at the moment. There you see, as soon as the pace goes on, that suits the Indonesian pair. That fast flat exchange, and there you see Kido move quickly because there's pace on the shuttle, and that's what he likes.
Well, there was me saying at the start of the match that it's Koo Kien Keat that prefers to go forward, but I have to say the left-hander really has improved considerably at the front of the court. He's got far more confidence now.
Yes, I know it's something Rexy talked about after the Asian Games, that it was one of the target areas that they needed to develop if they were going to go on towards their Olympic goal. And he's certainly showing signs of improvement in that area.
And a nice return from Markis Kido.
4-9.
The other area where I think Tan's improved a lot, Jill, is he's not trying to hit the shuttle hard all the time anymore. He's starting to mix the pace up, and that makes his hard smash more effective for me.
10-4.
Yes, he's already hit one smash in today's quarterfinal at 259. That's just under 162 miles per hour. And you compare that with the fastest ever tennis serve, Ivo Karlovic, last weekend in the Davis Cup. It's the fastest ever tennis serve at 251 kilometres an hour.
Another example there, pace off from the rear court, looking for the angle. The Indonesians trying to force the play and hitting the shuttle firmly from below net height, therefore the trajectory is upwards. Easy interception for the Malaysians.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting this sort of match prior to the quarter-finals. I mean, there's 7-point advantage having won the first game. Here's 7-point advantage in the second, and the Indonesians don't really seem to have got into the match at all.
I think it was a very difficult game to call, Jill. Both pairs have shown signs of lack of confidence in the last couple of tournaments, and today it's Indonesia really struggling to react tactically to the Malaysians playing with a little bit more pace off and control and some patience. I think they were expecting a quicker, faster game, and they've been caught by surprise, and they're not adapting very well to it.
Oh, that was good judgment, letting it drop long of that back line. When it works, it's very impressive, but it's not really an orthodox style, is it, at the front of the court?
No, it's not, but that's the difference there. Tan put shuttle on. Kido likes that. He's quick to react to pace. And Tan's been very disciplined so far, blocking the shuttle up in front of Kido and not giving him that pace to feed on. They just need to keep the concentration, keep the focus on their tactic.
Just long. That was a good rally.
Markis,
Oh, that's lovely. He's got such vision, such awareness of where his opponents are on court, where the gaps are.
Yeah, interesting though. I think Koo's not happy with the cross-court there. Turnaround, wasn't happy with Tan there. Asking him to play more to the centre to keep him in that good position in the front court.
Well, since the mid-game interval, they've played 6 points, and all 6 points have gone in favour of the Indonesians. Oh, wonder what on earth the Indonesian coach said to them. Whatever it was, it's worked.
Well, again, Tan there guilty of putting pace on the shuttle, and as soon as he does, Markis Kido wakes up.
12-10.
Oh yes, the channel attack down the centre of the courts.
11-12.
Standard tactic in doubles, narrows the angle of reply. And for more chance to, if the attacking shot comes back, for the net player to intercept. Not the tallest of athletes, Markis Kido, just 165, that's 5'5", but my goodness, gets great elevation on the jump. Look at that, what an angle. Back level. Just wide. It's a very good spell for the Indonesians prior to that rally. They just won 8 of the last 9 points.
Setiawan will be disappointed there. He read the play, read the straight return from the Malaysians and missed the interception.
Oh, that's a good smash from Koo Kien Keat. A little more purpose, a little more urgency in his style of play in that rally. .262, goodness me, 163 miles per hour.
Serve, 13.
This is a great return. Look at the deception. He actually changed the face of the racket. He was on his forehand side. He turned to the backhand grip and changed the direction of the shuttle at the last second.
That's landed on the line.
14 all.
Oh, yes. Relentless in hunting the shuttle.
But the Malaysian pair, both of them so high in the court. Both them pushing forward, knowing that's where the key to this game is.
And also the Indonesians getting deeper and deeper in their defensive stance.
Yeah, they've driven off the net position there.
Just wide.
Service over.
Oh. Completely different complexion on the second game since that mid-game interval. Good call by the line judge. Once again, it's all level. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. The trick shot, the round the back.
Service over.
His partner having
16-50.
had to dive full length.
Yeah, it wasn't a trick that time, Jill. I think that was more desperation. All out of position.
Well, trying to change things up. They've been so successful, though, with the channel attack down the centre of the court. I know you have to keep your opponents guessing, but why on earth would he suddenly try and go down the line and miss by some considerable margin?
And this is where Tan's improved. It's a good serve. And these days he's ready behind that to take advantage. Good play, good forecourt play.
Service over. 16-18.
This is such a big point. Clever. Once again, perhaps the Indonesians guilty of forgetting that Boon Heong was a left-hander. But once again, it's great vision by Boon Heong to see the gap across court.
Service over.
It's now or never for the Indonesians. They've got to take a positive. It's the services with Setiawan. I'm sure he'll be looking to pounce on this third shot and get in early, but no, they've driven past him. Good tactics.
Clever. Oh, it's a great rally. And as soon as Hendra Setiawan gets forward to the net, he makes such an impact on the rally. Just 1 point the deficit. Just pounced on that low serve. Apologises for hitting Setiawan on the head with the shuttle. So now 2 match points for the Malaysians.
Service over. 19-20.
Second match point opportunity for the former champions. Once again, it's well saved by Hendra Setiawan.
This is a great shot. Oh, so early.
20 all. And we will require extra points until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. That's super.
21-20.
Having saved 2 match points, the Olympic champions now have a game point and the opportunity to send this quarter-final to a third and deciding game. Oh my goodness. Desperately close.
21-all.
Well, it was the right option to try and take the attack with the block, but couldn't execute.
Oh my goodness, that must have been close to the back line.
21.
Oh, it was further in than I thought. Goodness me, I'm just getting too excited. Well, a second game point opportunity has come and gone.
22-all.
Gone wide. Well, will it be third time lucky?
Tenang aja, tenang.
The Olympic champions, my goodness.
22.
Sigit Pamankas out of his seat.
Yeah, close placement from Kido there.
Mundur S, jaganya S.
Slightly across the court, that centre position, but picking out the forehand defence of Koo.
Game point number 3. It trickled over, it hit the top of the tape and went over the luck of the net cord with the Malaysians. Level once again. One net cord followed by another net cord. Goodness me.
S, artinya agak panjang, dorong.
It's a great return, he got onto it early.
4th game point now for Kido and Setiawan. This time they convert, and we will indeed be treated to a third and deciding game. 25-23, having saved 2 match points at 18-20 down, and the Indonesians have levelled it at 1 game apiece. Well, they certainly didn't look as if that was going to be the case at the mid-game interval. 11-4 down.
Semangatin dia aja, kamu ngamuk
Indeed.
aja.
It
Ya,
is
terus
one
tarik
game
kakinya S. Kalau kamu terlalu Kido servis, kamu terlalu dekat sini S. Jauh dikit mundur S. Jadi enak kamu disodok, enak S. Ya enggak? Itu terlalu dekat kamu itunya. Saya lihat terlalu dekat tau enggak sama Kidonya itu.
Extraordinary. I really thought at the mid-game interval there was no way back for the Indonesians.
For me, there was a momentum change there. We're going to see one incredible statistic here, Jill. That's 2 sets of world-class men's doubles without 1 flick service. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's incredible. Overhead winners, as you'd expect, in a prolonged setting situation. Very, very close. Not a lot to choose between the 2 pairs and the rest of it, but that top line is incredible to me. Particularly as in the past, Koo and Tan have had some success with the flick against Markis Kido.
Yes, good point. Wow. A match that started with Not too much of a sparkle. It's developed into an absolute thriller.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Oh, my goodness me. And we were worried at the start of this quarter-final, Ian, that it really hadn't ignited this men's doubles, but what a thrilling end to that second game. And I can't help but wonder for the Malaysians that memory of the Asian Games final where they had match points in the second game there.
Final
They
game.
missed match points here
Level.
in the second game, 2 of them.
Play.
Can they put that out of their minds? Can they really restart?
Yeah, there's a little bit of history being repeated so far, but I just feel in the middle of that game they lost their focus. They were totally dominating the tactical play, blocking off, pace off from the rear court. Indonesians not enjoying that lack of pace on the shuttle, and just for 2 or 3 points, particularly Tan, just hit 2 or 3 dark drives and let the Indonesians into that game. And from then on, they just regained a little bit of confidence. But as we've seen in the last couple of tournaments, both these pairs are a little short on confidence at the moment.
Nice play from Setiawan.
2-1.
Downward push, very little pace on it, just making sure it got past Boon Heong.
But that's something in the first game the Malaysians did so well. They didn't let Setiawan take that third shot after his service. And here, you know, they've just pushed that shuttle the previous point and let him intercept.
3-2.
Goodness. Oh, it's just wide. What a tremendous rally.
Service over.
Great judgment on the end, because that was a fraction.
3-4.
Yeah, rally's just starting to get a bit longer, Jill, noticeably.
Yes, I think with the Indonesians, you talk about their lack of form in recent tournaments. Actually, them winning the gold medal in the Asian Games was a big surprise. They weren't really expected to do that. In fact, you really have to go back to 2008 for their best year, where they won 5 titles. A couple of titles for them last year. Amazing Grand Prix gold event, and of course those Asian Games.
Yes, they going through that tournament, they actually played themselves into form, because they actually started off, they didn't look good at all out in those Asian Games, but it was a great final and a great result. But they're a pair that do tend to pull out the big wins in the championship events.
Just wide. Yes, and they're also a pair that don't always particularly start well. I remember the Olympic final dropped the opening game before coming back to beat the home players Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng.
7-3.
Setiawan showing signs he's not as confident as you'd like to see him, really. In that, normally so dominant in that forecourt area. He's actually made quite a number of mistakes there this evening. But again, Indonesia's guilty of giving easy attacking opportunities to the Malaysians.
Service over. 4-8.
4 straight points comes to an end. Yes, that's the sort of shot that Setiawan at his best would never miss. Just wide.
And again, just a period of lack of intensity. See how low Kido's racket was. He hit the return, racket goes down, and it's too late for the next shot.
Oh, extraordinary. What a backhand kill.
5-10.
Technically, this looks spectacular because his racket's so low. Look where it starts. Look at his racket go down there. Bang.
Yeah, you see new coaches wouldn't be happy with that. Happy with the end result, but not the technique. Oh yes, he read that so early, did Koo Kien Keat. Move forward to the net before the shuttle had even been played. Look, is it going in there? Wonderful anticipation. Players change ends, the Malaysians with a 6-point advantage. Coaches talking independently to the 2 Malaysian players. I know your style of coaching very much. You spoke to the players always as a pair, speaking to both of them at once.
Yes, it's a team game, and what's even more interesting in this match, Rexy, at the end of the first game, he spoke to Tan, and now he's concentrating on Koo. It's not as if he's concentrating on one player throughout the whole match to follow it through. He's chopping and changing, and Tan Kim He's just picking up the player that Rexy doesn't walk to. It's quite a strange style, I'd have to say.
11-5. Play.
So 11-5. Forced to lift short by the quality of the return of serve.
6-11.
Is it the same pattern, Jill? It's the Malaysians off to the quick start for the 3rd time in this match. The Indonesians going to pull it back again.
2:51.
Good from Koo there. Getting into that favoured net position. Very quick reactions. Dominating that position.
Service over. 7-12.
Silver medalists at the World Championships last year, Koo and Tan. World Championships played in Paris. Lost out to Kai Wen and Fu Hai Feng in the thrilling final.
Service over. 13-7.
Good smash across the defence, and again we've seen Kido in that very relaxed position.
Yes,
racket not ready.
That's the sort of thing that I think maybe a little bit lazy on his defence.
First flick serve, Jill.
14-7.
Second half of the 3rd game.
Yeah, good angle on the smash from Markis Kido.
Service over. 8-14.
Almost seemed to change his mind. What on earth was that? Or just a poor choice of shot.
15.
Yeah, this is a poor decision. It's no chance from there, particularly with Koo in front, moving into that net position.
Oh. Service over. 9-15.
Another example how Markis Kido's drifted in and out of this game.
Another flick serve. Yes, good change of pace, setting up the rally. And once again, it is a case that the Indonesians really do need to close this gap, because time is running out for them. 2:58, that's his fastest smash of the day so far.
Thank you.
Again, it's the Malaysians who are the more dynamic there, both of them looking to get into that net position.
16.
Just showing more aggressive intent at the moment than the Indonesian pair.
Oh, that's good defence. Yes, drove the shuttle cross court to Koo Kien Keat.
17.
Look
10.
at that. Yeah, it's poetry in motion when Boon Heong goes up for that jump smash.
Yeah, just too many uncharacteristic errors from the Indonesian pair tonight. Set themselves too big a task here again. Got off to too slow a start in this set, and they've really got to do something spectacular to get back into this
11,
one.
18. Service over. 19, 11.
We simply cannot afford service errors. So far adrift. And an error that time with the attempted drop shot from Markis Kido. And now 9 match points for the former champions Koo Kien Keat and Boon Heong. Remember, of course, they had 2 match points in the second game but failed to convert. Another 9 opportunities now. Only needed the one in this third game. 21-11 in the decider. The Malaysian fans rejoice. Well, obviously very pleased with that performance, the Malaysians. Refound their focus, having lost their concentration in the second game, due in part to the improved play, of course, of the Indonesians in the second game. But safely through to the semi-final, Koo Kien Keat and Boon Heong in 3 games, 21-19, 23-25, 21-11 in the deciding game.
Bottom line says it all here, Jill. Unforced errors from the Indonesian pair. Unable to maintain the intensity that they found in the second half of the second game. Drifted back into a slower style and just made too many errors there, really. I think there's real signs of a lack of confidence and maybe a lack of intensive practice from the Indonesian pair at the moment.
Yes, and that may be because they're training independently of the national team. But their confirmation, they're through to the semi-final, and they will play the winners of the 2 pairs there, Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng from China, and Ko Sun Hyun and Yu Young Sung. That match, of course, taking place later on one of the adjoining courts.